Hi, welcome to John Tan's Fitness Journey, and this is week 4 of my exercise vlog. So I'm actually going to break this up into categories instead of by day, just because it kind of makes more sense that way. So we're going to talk about three topics: stretching, weightlifting, and cardio. Okay, so we're going to go with stretching. So because we did like weights twice in a week, and it's the first time I kind of did like a full body one, like my body was aching. So I had to stretch on the Monday to kind of like loosen all the limbs. But that's all I sort of had time to do. I got to stretch more, but unfortunately, I'm just doing it one time a week. I know my goal was to stretch 3 times a week, but right now I'm kind of focused more on cardio and weightlifting to sort of get my body acclimated to it. I'm going to try to up the stretching though. So, in terms of weightlifting, I lift twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, we'll start with like the chest press. So I started at 90 pounds last week and it was too heavy. So I had to go down to 80 pounds. At 80 pounds, I was successful in doing my 3 sets of 6. So I'm going back up to 90 pounds on the Thursday. And that's when it got a little dicey again. So I failed for the second time at 90 pounds, and I was only able to do 6 reps on the first set, 2 reps on the second set, and 1 rep on the third set. So, all in all, not successful, but 90 pounds is my starting weight. So, yeah, I just got to break through that 90-pound barrier for chest press. So, for shoulder press, I went from 90 pounds last week to 100 pounds this week. And on Tuesday, I was unsuccessful. So I was only able to do 5 reps on the first set, 1 rep on the second set, and 4 reps on the third set. So yeah, on Tuesday I was really struggling, but surprisingly, uh, when I rested on Wednesday, I was able to do 100 pounds shoulder press on the Thursday. So that's hey, pretty good in my book. Same thing pretty much happened with everything else. So for the back, I started at 110 last week and I moved up to 120 pounds. And once again, I was struggling. 4 reps, 6 reps, and 3 reps. So still a failure. But on Thursday, my body was like, yeah, we're pushing through this. So successful at 120 pounds. For the abs, I started at 90 pounds last week and I'm doing 100 pounds this week. So this one was a little bit more easy because I did 6 reps on the first, 6 reps on the second, and 4 reps on the third. So it's pretty much only 2 reps shy of being successful. And you know what? After taking that Wednesday rest, I was able to complete the 100 pounds for the abs as well. For the legs, well, legs are way too easy. So last time I did 160 pounds. So on Tuesday, I did 180 pounds. Total success. So I was like, ah, it's easy enough. Let's go up in the weights. So on Thursday, I did 200 pounds and also a success. So it worked out at the end. In terms of cardio, I'm trying to up my mileage to 15 miles. So I try to start off strong on the Sunday. So around the afternoon, I had to walk like 17 minutes to like sort of run an errand, and then 17 minutes back to, back home. So it was pretty much a mile one way and a mile back the second way. So that's 2 miles. So on Monday, I broke it up into 2 different sessions. So at lunch, I went for like a walk, and I only walked maybe 1.8 miles. But I'm trying to hit my 3 mile mark for every day. So I had to walk again after work, kind of push myself, and I did 1.24 miles. On Wednesday, I once again did a 2 mile lunch walk and a 1.13 mile after work. So on Saturday, I realized my mileage is down from my 15-mile mark, so I was trying to make up grounds. So after dinner, I walked for about 2.1 miles and I got really, really thirsty. So I had to take a break by going to a deli, getting a bottle of water, and just like resting for a little bit. Afterwards, I walked back home for another like 1 mile, 1.18 mile. And yeah, that was it. All in all, this week I did 11.4 miles, which is definitely better than the mileage I did last week of 7.9 miles, but it's still like 4 miles shy of my 15-mile mark. I have to do better with my mileage, and I got to hit that 15-mile mark. So that's what I'm aiming for next week. Let's see how it goes. And that's it for my vlog. Till next time, take care. Bye.